Welcome to GESARA for Dummies. Let's look at today's news from Professor William Liebenberg, prepared by Martin Stein. Please like, share and subscribe. Join our Telegram group in the comments below. Thank you. Let's go. The GESARA Law. The Baron Trump novels are two children's novels written in 1889 and 1893 by American author and lawyer Ingersoll Lockwood. They remained obscure until 2017, when they received media attention for similarities between their protagonist and U.S. President, Donald Trump, and his son Baron Trump. A mysterious outsider, Donald Trump, will dismantle the old world order of cabal fiat currencies. Listen to what General Stephen L. Quast is saying about time travel in GESARA's 6,000 Patents and the Kardashev Scale article.
Did a forgotten book from the 1800s predict Trump, time travel, and the end of America as we know it? Published in 1896, The Last President opens with a scene that feels eerily familiar. A New York billionaire, hated by the political elite, unexpectedly wins the presidency. The country erupts in chaos. Protests, riots, civil unrest, all happening on Fifth Avenue, the exact place where Trump Tower stands today. But here's where it gets weirder. The author, Ingersoll Lockwood, also wrote a children's book about a boy named Baron Trump who discovers time travel portals and is guided by a man named Don. Baron Trump lives in a castle. Trump's son, Baron Trump, Trump's Mar-a-Lago state, nicknamed the Winter White House, a literal castle by the sea. In the final chapters of The Last President, the country descends into financial collapse and constitutional crisis as a mysterious outsider dismantles the old world order. Was this just a wild coincidence, or are we living in a script written over a century ago? If you're awake, you already know what to do. Hit the link in our bio, stay safe and stay informed.
Banks in the economy. Basel III Endgame Update, Implications. With a target date of July 1, 2025, implementation of the proposed capital rules is inching closer. How can banks understand the potential impacts and mobilize for adoption? The Basel III Endgame allows banks a transition period of 3 years, beginning on July 1, 2025, with full compliance starting on July 1, 2028. Basel III Endgame refers to the final stage of implementing the Basel III framework, which are international banking regulations designed to strengthen the global banking system by requiring banks to hold more capital reserves. In the U.S., the endgame refers to proposed rules aligning with the international standards that would significantly increase capital requirements for large banks. These rules aim to improve the stability of the banking system by ensuring banks can withstand potential financial shocks. Under Basel III regulations, physical gold held by banks can be classified as a Tier 1 asset, specifically a high-quality liquid asset, HQLA, effective July 1, 2025. This means banks can count physical gold at 100% of its market value toward their core capital reserves.
What if a banking rule could change the value of gold forever? Basel III is a global regulation making banks stronger through capital and liquidity reforms. It gives physical gold Tier 1 status, just like cash or treasuries. But paper gold, that now carries more cost. Silver faces a 4-year supply deficit. New rules could raise costs for miners and tighten global supply. Basel III is changing the game. Follow Wise Gold Advisory to understand where gold and silver are heading.
Gold is the foundational instrument for the war against the cabal's Fed to obliterate their fiat system.
Last night, Governor DeSantis lit the match. Florida just became the first major U.S. state to officially declare gold and silver as legal tender. A seismic return to the constitutional money our founding fathers enshrined. This isn't symbolic. This is war against the Fed, against fiat fraud, against the cancer of inflation. Florida just told the central banking cartel, we're done playing your rigged game. This is how the new financial order begins, not with a whisper, but with a golden frickin' roar. Make no mistake, this isn't about collecting coins. This is about sovereignty security, and survival. As the dollar gets shredded by endless printing and the debt ceiling means absolutely nothing, states like Florida, they're opting out. Gold and silver aren't relics. They are the real money. They're the reset tool. With brick stacking, CBDCs looming, and the legacy system on life support, Florida just cracked the door to a parallel economy, one rooted in real value. Other states, they're going to follow. The gold standard 2.0 is going to start state by state. Florida just went first. This is your signal. I've been screaming at you guys loud. The clock is ticking, and the new system is being built right under your feet. If you don't have an exit plan out of your fiat dollars, you're standing in quicksand. Precious metals, ISO 20022 assets, cold storage, sovereign strategies. If you're still hoping the Fed's going to figure it out, you will be the exit liquidity. Florida just showed you the future. Now it's time to get your wealth out of the matrix. Book a call. Grab a guide. Lock in your freedom. ChadSarton.com. I'll see you on Zoom.
Commodities. Gold overtakes the euro in central bank reserves. The European Central Bank has released new data showing that gold now makes up 20% of global official reserves, surpassing the euro 16% and trailing only the US dollar 46%. Central banks continued to accumulate gold at record pace, the ECB reported, noting that in 2024, central banks purchased over 1,000 tons of gold for the third consecutive year, accounting for 1/5 of annual global production and double the average volume seen in the 2010s. According to the World Gold Council, major buyers in 2024 included India, China, Turkey, and Poland, mostly BRICS. Rising gold prices, up 30%, in 2024, were among the key factors driving its increased share in global currency reserves. So far this year, gold prices have climbed another 27%, hitting a historic high of $3,500 per troy ounce. The Alliance is building an incorruptible financial and voting system by linking your unique God-given DNA to your God-given money, gold, a biblical system, as nobody can tamper with your God-given DNA. Payment systems. Retail giants including Walmart and Amazon are reportedly exploring a bold plan to bypass traditional banks by creating their own currency. The move to create their ASO-capped stablecoin would allow the companies to handle payments with a form of cryptocurrency pegged to the US dollar. Walmart and Amazon could then cut out middlemen like Visa, MasterCard, and major financial institutions. The shift could save retailers billions of dollars annually in card processing and interchange fees, but experts warn it could trigger a crisis for the banking system. Stablecoins are the highest utility form of money ever created, says Circle co-founder and CEO. We're not yet at the iPhone moment, but it's coming. Bye-bye cabal bankers, your time is done. Financial Services highlights support for Clarity Act. Last week, the House Financial Services Committee, led by Chairman French Hill, ARO2, passed the Clarity Act by a bipartisan vote of 32 to 19. The same day, the House Agriculture Committee, chaired by G.T. Thompson, PA-15, passed the Clarity Act by a vote of 47 to 6. The Clarity Act, H.R. 3633, aims to establish a regulatory framework for digital assets in the U.S. The Clarity Act's introduction coincides with the Senate's consideration of the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins, GENIUS, Act, which provides a regulatory framework for stablecoins. July 22 is the cutoff date for all the cryptocurrencies regulations, reports to be on Trump's desk. The XRP glitches are no coincidences, they are telltale signs of what is coming. One morning, you will just wake up and
waking up to XRP being $21,000 per token. Can you catch that feeling? Like, what would your body go through if you woke up to that? And yet, that was the latest glitch with XRP, $21,000. Only for a second, but it took place. Here's my question. Why does this continue to happen over and over and over with XRP? And why does it happen more with XRP than with any other cryptocurrency? Some feel that they're doing testing in the background. There was another theory about 2 different ledgers. I don't know about that theory. And then some feel that it's because of the volatile nature of XRP. But one thing is for sure, these glitches continue to happen over and over again. This is my hunch. And again, none of this is financial advice, but I do believe a night will come where we go to bed and in the next morning, we will wake up to an XRP price that is going to blow us away. That day is coming. And all of this may be just preparation and testing for that day. Again, not financial advice, love and respect. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Around half of central banks have not yet adopted the ISO 20022 messaging standard in their real-time gross settlement (RTGS) systems, but most will upgrade soon. Data from the Payments Benchmarks 2025 shows XRP Ledger powers first biometric blockchain ID with genomic hash mesh integration. DNA Protocol launches real-time DNA identity network on XRP, unlocking BioFi and ZK genomic authentication. The XRP Ledger has taken a new turn, far beyond digital payments, by integrating biometric identity into its decentralized infrastructure. A new system from DNA Protocol, called the Genomic Hash Mesh, now secures human DNA as a verifiable, on-chain identity anchor. According to the team, this marks the first time genomic data has been cryptographically verified and recorded in real time on a blockchain. The development introduces a novel intersection between blockchain and biomedical data. Consequently, XRP is powering what DNA Protocol refers to as a new frontier, BioFi. Each node acts as a validator in a live mesh network, processing genomic transitions that confirm lineage, mutations, and sequence integrity. The final result, cryptographic proofs, are immutably committed to the XRP ledger. This system allows for real-time authentication, while keeping raw DNA data off-chain. XRP is no longer just powering payments, it's now securing human biology. DNA Protocol just developed a live genomic hash mesh on the XRP ledger. Not a concept. Not a white paper. A working cryptographic system, where your DNA becomes a verifiable identity anchor, on-chain. This changes everything. This is your new non-corruptible blockchain voting system that will be used for GESARA's 120 days elections, and for your GESARA monthly stipends. GESARA Reform 8, establish new presidential and congressional elections, within 120 days of GESARA's announcement. The GESARA interim government will cancel all national emergencies, and return us back to constitutional law. Thus, all corrupt political parties will immediately vanish, and reduce Congress significantly. Politicians will now run to the hills. GESARA Reform 9. Monitor elections and prevent illegal election activities of special interest groups, which will not happen anymore. It will be done through the quantum DNA blockchain system, via Starlink's satellite internet, totally away from any cabal interference. XRP is helping reshape identity online, using encrypted genomics and privacy-first protocols, on XRPL. DNA Protocol could be the next layer of secure verification.
What if your DNA became your escape plan from passwords, forms, and identity checks? Most people see XRP as just a payment network, but there's a quiet shift happening beneath the surface. DNA Protocol is building something very different, an identity system that starts with you, literally. Imagine your DNA being used as a private key, but no one ever sees your actual genetic data. Instead, your genome is turned into a secure fingerprint, anchored on the XRP ledger. Here's how it works. Your DNA is sequenced by a trusted lab. That data is then anonymized and transformed into a zero-knowledge proof, a cryptographic way to prove something is true, without revealing the thing itself. That proof is called a genome hash. It's a unique, private version of your identity, and it gets recorded on the XRPL, an open-source blockchain that's fast, low-cost, and decentralized. From there, you can use it anywhere. Want to access your health records, log into a financial app, even prove who you are for a government form? You just sign a transaction with your private key. You stay in control the whole time. No passwords, no repeated KYC, and most importantly, instantly. No one ever sees your real data. This changes how identity works. It's not about what you give up to get access. It's about what you keep. Tristan Tate hinted at this in a tweet. DNA Protocol replied, and now, a new kind of infrastructure is forming, one where your identity stays in your hands, from your biology to your blockchain.
Show us some love by liking our videos, and leave us a short comment on your thoughts. Thank you.